Hello, everybody. Let me introduce the report that Professor Tanaka and myself made about wild Sasanqua and also the book we wrote about Sasanqua. Let's start with the distribution of the wild species. Wild Sasanqua is the primary wild Sasanqua is in the very south of Kyushu, as you can see in the areas 1 and 2. Then we have another population. The population is made of planted sasanka that were imported from Okinawa, and that is in the north side of Kyushu. Let's comment the wild species, the real wild species, so the one which is in the very south of Kyushu. It differs very much from cultivars. Flowers are very small, about 3 centimeters. They are totally white. All leaves are also very small, are dark, shiny, and very thin, less than 1 millimeter. White Sasanqua blooms more or less at the same time of the cultivar, so namely about around November. What is the species, or when this species came? This species came during the last glaciation about 40,000 years ago. At that time, South Kyushu and Okinawa and Ryukyu Islands were connected together in one land strip. Let's look again at the distribution of wild species in the southern Kyushu. The wild species is in the mountains. These mountains are untouched, and altogether the over landscape of Kyushu is wonderful because mountains are untouched and villages of fishermen lay around the sea. Let's come to the population that is made of imported plants. One of these population is around Hirado, because that time Hirado in 1600, Hirado in 1600 was a very important outpost for trade. And so Sasanqua were imported for oil, but also for ornament. See, you can see the flowers much bigger. It is imported population because they were selected, plants were selected. And you can see also these wonderful, very big plants. Another population of Sasanqua is close to Kumamoto, and this was a forest for oil production that was planted about 100 years ago. And it is about 3 hectares with about 3,000 plants. You can the Sasanqua forest that is close to Kumamoto in Area 4 really deserves a visit. It is spectacular. It is a wood of about 3,000 plants which shine again with the sun. Plants are very large, about 6 to 8 meters and about 100 years old. This plantation was made for oil and really deserves a visit. Let's understand how from wild Sasanqua we came to cultivars, because wild Sasanqua has crossing barriers and therefore cannot be easily crossed with any other species. But I think after many tries in Hirade, they got the first hybrid or the first cultivar that is called Gaizen. And this Gaizen is a red flower, has a red flower, and the original plant still survives, even very damaged by typhoons in very close to the city of Irada. As you can see from the big post, okay, the plant is very well preserved. Okay, and from this first hybrid, from this first cultivar, all other Sasanqua cultivars came out. So we have some cultivars that um, are labeled as vernalis. There can be tetraploid, triploid, pentaploid, and the special group is Igao. Igao is a tetraploid that has been probably backcrossed with Japonica, and so as maybe more Japonica characters than Sasanka. Then we have a group that is so-called Camellia sasanka, but they are not sasanka. They are backcross, results of backcrossing of the wild species with some of the tetraploid or pentaploid and so on. So then finally we have another final group that is Camellia yamalis. Camellia yamalis, namely Shishigashira, has many characters of Camellia japonica and also has no barrier for crossing with any other kind of cultivar species. So what is, in conclusion, what is the profile of the Sasanqua cultivars? Many characteristics come from the wild Sasanqua. For instance, the blooming season. Blooming season is autumn. Also the blooming that is very profuse. The flowers that are extremely fragile and thin. And the stamens arrangement that is an open crown, irregular. Leaves are small, but the pink tinge in the flowers stems from Camellia japonica and can be seen even in the completely white Sasanqua, so-called Sasanqua flowers. Sasanqua, a big success, not only in Japan, but also in Australia, in New Zealand, in United States, and now also in Europe. And therefore, other crossing have been developed. For instance, crossing with Camellia yusiensis that gave human, and also with Camellia oleifera that gave, for instance, sugar dream and so on. So Sasanqua cultivars now there are many, even if there are fewer than Camellia japonica cultivars. But anyway, there are 1,500 registered cultivars. That is a quite big number. Let's come to our final point, that is the book on Sasanqua. The book on Sasanqua was edited by Professor Tanaka and describes Sasanqua by a set of items that you can see on the picture, so that the name, the flower size, and so on, so on, so on. What is very important that our book on Sasanqua, the ICC book on Sasanqua, is the only English book on Sasanqua, and it illustrated over 250 cultivars, and as a very complete article about classification and about the spread, the history of Sasanqua in the West. The team was international, you can see. Professor Tanaka led the team, and then with the help of Caroline Bell and also me, Professor Motta was part of this team. I encourage you to buy this book. You can write to Professor Tanaka or to Anke Koschitz, and the price for this second reprint, because the first reprint was sold out, is €35. Thank you very much for your attention.